Hey there guys, Dr. Porn is here. In this video you're gonna see me just describing how you should exactly play with Daybreaker build against different builds I encounter in Corrupted Dungeon. I literally made millions of silver with this build. It's so enjoyable to play with this build. I suggest you try this build, and before watching the video, do not forget to subscribe the channel. Please leave a like and leave a comment and participate in the giveaway. Thank you guys. Okay, first matchup versus Heron Spear triple reflect. It's so hard. Be careful, just try to kite them, do not brawl with them. You can use pure Mr. Snapper. I suggest to use pure Mr. Snapper because you will have more health, so you can defend, you can have some defense against their hard damage. But this guy played so bad. He just messed up with his combo and then he died so easily. But most of the one-shot builds, such as one-shot crossbow or Okay, against Battle Axe, you will have hard matchup for sure. You will need Impaler, Pure Miss Snapper, and Caution, because they can easily kill you, out sustain you, and you will need Healing Potion. And be careful about him. This guy was not playing good. This guy's build is completely wrong. I do not suggest you to play with Battle Axe and Mercenary Jacket in Corrupted Dungeon. The better meta is maybe Hunter Hood, Mistwalker Jacket, and Soldier Boots with Battle Axe and Muizak, but this guy was playing it wrong. But overall, just be careful about Battle Axes. Do not try to brawl with them. Just play kitey and brawly at the same time. And just if you had a great trade with them, go at them and brawl with them. But if you didn't land your Impaler very well, just be careful and do not continue the fight. In the next fight, I'm playing against an one-shot build, which is one-shot crossbow. Against one-shot crossbow, these days most of the time have demon helmet. They can silence you easily, so before they hit their demon helmet on you, just use your Inferno Shield, because you will be silenced and you will be dead in a second. So be careful about that. And in it, you will need Pure Misty Snapper for sure against one-shot build. Do not forget to use Pure Misty Snapper. Maybe Resi Pot, it's better than Healing Potion. And do not try to commit so hard if you didn't have a good trade with them. The next fight is against the Blighted Staff. They have a great heal. They will out heal you, out sustain you. So be careful when you're fighting against them. Use Impaler. You will need to use Omelette against them, and Healing Potion. This guy was using a wrong W. If he had the right W, like I don't know, maybe the first one, I think, or the second one, which is interrupts you, he could kill me, but he was just doing it wrong and he died. And against Curse of Skull, I suggest you to use Pure Misty Snapper, Healing Potion, Inferno Shield, and Impaler most of the time. You can use maybe deflecting spin. I just had 50% win rate against Curse of Skulls with this build, so I'm not sure whether you should use Impaler or not. But I think most of the fight which I had Impaler on, I won. You should kite them because they have low mobility and they don't have a good range on you. They should just get close to you. And this is the fight which I fought against one-shot build, which is the same as the others I just described. And this is a fight against dual swords. He had a great start, but I purchased helmet. And against dual swords, you should use Creepo. It's necessary. And Pure Miss Snapper. Do not use Omelettes. And just do not rush when you're playing against dual swords, because if you just rush on them, they will just destroy you with their E. You will have good defenses against them. Inferno Shield is great against dual swords. When they jump on you, you can just use it. Your Howl is great because you can just reduce their damage. And your E is great for just purging their Mercenary Jacket. And your Cripple is great time to time. When they had even one stack on them, you can purge their stacks and get movement speed and damage buff. So you have clear advantage against them, and do not worry when you are playing against dual swords. You can win against them easily. Okay, light crossbows. The last fight I've had is light crossbows. Against light crossbows, it's so hard to play, because if they land their combos very well, you will be dead in a matter of seconds. You can use deflecting spin because it will give you a good resistance against their E and for sure their Q. But if the player is just a good player, a great player with light crossbow, which we have so many of them, he can just not shoot you when you are just using your W. So I don't know, maybe most of the time you should kite them. If you are playing against a good light crossbow build, just do not forget you can just break the crystals. There is no shame in that. Many builds like light crossbow, I don't know, maybe death givers are unbeatable if the player is good with Daybreaker. So there is no shame in breaking crystals. You should be careful with your set, and that's it, guys. I suggest you to kite them and use omelets, because with the W they will have a great movement speed. Okay guys, we have two more builds which you can encounter in Corrupted Dungeon: Chill Howl and Fire Staffs. Fire Staffs most of the time wants to just kite you down with their threat Q. They have cleric robe most of the time, and if they are going on a high IP set, then maybe they have taproot, so you should just be careful about them. Just keep a good distance between you and them. Do not overcommit and do not go with Impaler. Just use deflecting spin, and if they're kiting you hard with their third Q, do not get angry, do not just rush on them, be patient. If they're just kiting over and again, just go and break the crystals. Most of them just wants to use your impatience, and they will kill you if you just commit on them so hard, because they have cleric rope, they have hunter hood most of the time, they have taproots, they are so tanky, you cannot believe that. But if he is on budget set, you can do and go and rush on them and kill them easily. But be careful, you have one purge at a time. You can purge their cleric rope and just damage them a little bit, but they will have hunter hood, they have taproot, and they have omelets and gigapots most of the time, so they will have many defenses. And just keep this in mind, you can just go through their firewall with your E. So if he's using firewall, it means that he's not a good player. You can kill him easily, but do not overcommit. Against Chill Howl, the Frost build, you should be careful, because it's a hard matchup. I just promise you, it's a hard matchup. If the Chill Howl player or Frost player is a good player, you will be in trouble. But when he's casting his E on you, you can just you will have I think 0.5 or 1 second of a time to just use your E, get out of it, and just neglect the damage. But it's so little, so you should have a great reaction time to just deny their E. So be careful, just use your E for their E to counter their E. You can get out of their E so easily with your E and neglect their damage. And you should use, maybe if that's Great Frost, you should use deflecting spin. If it's not Great Frost, I just suggest you use Impaler against Chill Howl. And maybe if he's low IP, you can just use Impaler against Great Frost too. But Great Frost is easily countered if the player is not good with deflecting spin, because he has 2 charges on his E, and most of the new players will cast their E's no matter if you're just using deflecting spin or not. And you can just slow the Frost players easily and deny their cultist rope. Do not forget to do that. If they have cultist rope, you can just easily counter it with your howl on your helmets. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your support. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed, and have fun.